Good morning. Not good morning. Good morning for me. Probably good afternoon for you. I'm Tim. I'm a customer evangelist at ActiveCampaign, and I'm your host today for the monthly product updates webinar. So if you're here to learn about all the latest and greatest product updates and what they mean to you from ActiveCampaign, then you're in the right place. If you're not here for that, I encourage you to stick around. It's worth your time. Thank you all for being here today. I have a bunch of product demos I'd like to show you. Okay, let's talk about Deals, and specifically a new report available in Deals. This is the Deal Task Overview Report. This is available on Plus, Professional, and Enterprise plans. And the entire purpose of this report is to give you a detailed breakdown of what's happening with tasks in Deals in your ActiveCampaign account across all your users, across all the pipelines, all the tasks, everything you care about. This Deal Task Overview report was actually inspired by an idea from a customer. The idea says, there is no way of knowing what activities a team member has done for us. We have some remote workers, and this feature is something we would like to see. Well, you will now see it. Let's take a look at what this looks like. So this is the Deal Task Overview report. You'll find it on the Reports page, and then in the Deal Reports submenu. You just click the little arrow next to Deal Reports here and go to Task Overview. So at the top here, we have several different filters. We can really filter this report down to exactly the view that we need. So whether that's by a specific deal, a specific type of deal task, specific pipeline, a specific task type, the filters are they go on and on here. You can completely customize this report. So then we have a high level, depending on the filters. We have some stats up here in the high level overview of total tasks, completed tasks, open tasks. We have a timeline summary view here of what that looks like over time. We have some graphs here that show us a nice visualization of what the breakdown of task status, type, sentiment, things like that are. And then we have a breakdown by representative, so by user. So we can see the complete amount of tasks completed, the complete amount of tasks completed. We can see the amount of tasks completed by each user and more information on each user's activity. This is a great report if you are looking for a detailed breakdown of tasks in Deals and you want to create a customized view of some specific breakdown there. So it's great because you can customize it to exactly what you're looking for. All right, we're going to talk about PayPal. So ActiveCampaign has a CX app integration with PayPal, and we've iterated on that integration to add support for PayPal's smart payment buttons. And this integration is available on all plans. PayPal smart payment buttons, what are those? These are the buttons that you can add to your website that enable a customer to easily check out with PayPal via a couple different options that PayPal supports, like PayPal itself or a debit or credit card. You've probably seen these if you've shopped online. They're these yellow and black buttons here. So when you add these buttons to your website now, and your customers use these buttons to check out, that will sync the data from PayPal into ActiveCampaign when the transaction happens. So you can now create and update contacts when orders are completed or approved from PayPal. All right, let's talk about pages. You can now create a landing page with ActiveCampaign's pages on the root domain. So what this means is you can now create a landing page right at the address of the website rather than having to go to the website / some page. This is available on Plus, Professional, and Enterprise plans, just like the rest of our Pages product. Let's take a look at what this looks like. So I am here in Pages in my ActiveCampaign account. It's under the Site tab and then the subnav Pages. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a new page. I can pick any template. I'm going to pick the standard hero layout. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to name this page index, just like that, lowercase, no spaces, just index, and hit save. So now when I publish this page, and this is my landing page domain. Of course, you can have any domain here. This is my landing page domain. When I hit publish, so squaredemo.ac-page.com, when I now go to squaredemo.ac-page.com, here is my landing page right there at the root. I don't have to go to squaredemo.ac-page.com/index or /page or /anything. It's right there at the root of the domain. Pretty cool. All right, let's talk about our Zapier integration. ActiveCampaign has a robust integration with Zapier, and there are so many different triggers and actions and searches we offer through that integration. One of the searches that we have on Zapier is find contact. This allows you to find a contact by their email address or contact ID. When you do this in Zapier, it used to only bring back about 20 custom fields on that contact, a maximum of 20 custom fields. So if that contact had more than 20, you wouldn't see them. We've now improved this part of the integration so that it returns up to 100 custom fields. So if you're using Zapier to do the find contact search in ActiveCampaign to grab a contact by their email or ID, when Zapier pulls that data out of ActiveCampaign, it will now pull back up to 100 custom fields. This is amazing because 100 is 5 times what we had. This should help so many people get the data they need out of ActiveCampaign into Zapier. Let's talk about the ActiveCampaign WooCommerce plugin. This is one of our amazing e-commerce integrations we have with popular e-commerce platforms. This is available on the Plus, Professional, and Enterprise plans. So our WooCommerce integration is primarily powered by a plugin for WooCommerce called ActiveCampaign for WooCommerce. What we've added to this plugin is a new abandoned carts page. This abandoned carts page shows you all the abandoned carts that happened in your WooCommerce account. You can see information on whether or not the abandoned cart was synced to ActiveCampaign, some basic customer information. And then you can actually manually sync it to ActiveCampaign yourself using the provided sync button. If for some reason you feel like it didn't get over there or there was a snag, you can go ahead and hit sync and get it over to ActiveCampaign. This is really useful because it shows you exactly what abandoned cart data we were able to sync over. So you are always in the know as to what data is flowing from WooCommerce to ActiveCampaign. Every month at ActiveCampaign, in addition to delivering amazing new features and innovations, we are also improving what we already have. This month, that includes 20 performance improvements and 12 design enhancements. And these improvements and enhancements come across our products. But I do want to highlight that this month alone, there were 7 different performance improvements for our WooCommerce integration alone. So I just want you to know that we are always delivering new innovation, but we are also always looking at what we already have and how to improve it and make it even better so that you have software that is easy to use and helps you achieve your goals. ActiveCampaign is building an ecosystem of integrations so that you can always find the tools you need to build your business, whether that's a CRM or a chatbot software or text messaging or web push notifications. We want to make sure you have everything you need to build your stack. Speaking of web push notifications, Aimtel is an integration that was recently released in our CX app ecosystem. Aimtel is a company that lets you send web push notifications to your contacts. And so you can now do this with ActiveCampaign's automations when you hook up your Aimtel account. So the basic way this works is once you connect your Aimtel account to your ActiveCampaign account, you will see in the CX Apps section of automations 3 new actions related to Aimtel. So you can add an attribute to an Aimtel subscriber, add an event to an Aimtel subscriber, or send a web push notification to a contact. So you just connect your Aimtel account, and then you have those 3 new actions available to you. Super easy. After you connect your account, create the action, and then you can easily send a web push notification to a contact. So every month, I'm going to try and highlight a different integration that we recently released so that you can see all the cool integrations we're releasing, but also so that in case it's something that's relevant to you, that you could go check it out and hopefully it will help you build your business.